What is going on, good people? It's time for the Impact Wrestling Final Hour review. Let's talk about the final of the not the final hour of Impact Wrestling, but the little what do they call it? The it's like, I mean, I guess we call it Impact theme pay per views. I don't know what they call them at this point. This is just another show in the week. I feel like is what they call them. We call them Impact. We make them all a big deal. I don't know if they really do, like, because like I was like, bruh, you know, maybe I get offended by this because Impact used to listen to us back in the day, and now they just like, nope, they just like, you know, we talked about the small ring that we still seeing. Hopefully, Las Vegas will change that. We talked about the fact that these Impact thing pay per views should be like actual like paper, like feel like a pay per view. And like tonight, from like the beginning, I was like, okay, I'm excited. All right, Killer Cross, Johnny Impact, got the package in there. Like I'm excited. And then I watched the show, and I'm like, no, no, no. I mean, there was some decent parts in there. Like there was some decent parts, but then like I just didn't feel like this was like I feel like these need to feel like the culmination to these feuds, or at least like a certain peak in the feuds, and they just don't to me sometimes. And plus, they throw random stuff in there, and I'd be like, "Why are you doing this? Why? Why?" Um, I still think overall they need to adjust the way they do these, or either can the idea of having these. I don't think they should can it per se completely because I think it's good for the writers to have somewhere to write to. Because obviously there's not as many pay per views for Impact, but they just got to do something to make them feel bigger and feel like they're worth something. Even if I mean, and I don't know why they didn't do it in Las Vegas when they like and they're in a new city, so it feels different or something. Like for whatever reason, I don't know why they kept this one in New York. I thought they should have maybe had this one as the first show of New York, or they should have had this one as the first show of Las Vegas to give it a little bit of a different venue or something, different feel. So you're like, okay, this is at least different, but you know they didn't do that either. So I think they need to do something with these. Casey, you got any overall thoughts on the show, or any thoughts on what they could do with these, whatever we're calling these now?
It was okay. It wasn't nothing really jumped out at me, and like you said, it didn't feel like any. There was a culmination of like these feuds. It just felt like another show. A good show, but it just felt like another show. It doesn't. There wasn't anything special about it. It didn't feel like.
Agreed. Rabbit, any thoughts or suggestions to the Impact creative team that's probably not watching, but if they happen to just tune in, hypothetically speaking, you know.
You know, it, to me, it ain't too much. I don't like the whole format of having these like little shows on a regular show because it takes away from the impact of it being important. So I never liked it. So to me, if they don't switch back to making a pay per view big event, all of them is just unnecessary to me. It's just like a regular show.
All right. Well, let's jump right into it. There wasn't a lot of segments, so we're just gonna run straight down the list since there wasn't really a lot of like individual segments or stuff like that. I mean, I did it this way because I thought it was gonna kind of be formatted like a pay per view, and it was. There wasn't a lot of like segments and stuff. So we started off with the Lucha Brothers versus the OGs. We did a video package beforehand, but which I thought was good. I thought it got me excited for the show. I was like, okay, I'm in it. I'm in it. Johnny Impact, Killer Cross. Okay, okay. But then we started with the Lucha Brothers versus the OGs. I like the OGs theme theme music. But I don't like that they call them the Lucha Bros. I don't like that. I feel like I know it's like nitpicky, but from a name perspective, I just feel like I wouldn't see them call themselves the Lucha Bros. But I feel like it's weird because I feel like they called themselves the Lucha Brothers for the longest time, and then they just was like, you know what, brothers is just too hard to say. We just gonna change it to Bros. So like I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't. They was calling Lucha Bros for the whole time. I don't know. But anyway, I do love the playful confidence of the OGs. I think they do. As far as like, I mean, we know what the OGs characters are. I mean, basically LAX. We know what the OGs are, and we know how they are. We know what they do, and I like the little playful confidence that they have in the moves that they do. Especially Hernandez. Hernandez always does a good job with it because I guess he's just a big powerhouse type of a guy. So he kind of he kind of just stands over and stuff like that. I like that stuff. I am hoping the Lucha Bros continue to go within the tag team ranks. I would love to see them as champions and like real tag team champions. Storylines and stuff like that, which would be a far fetched dream. I feel like for the tag team division, but I would like to see them because I think their tandem offense is awesome. Probably like some of the best on the entire roster. I think. So I think I love watching them as a team. I think they do a good job. But I didn't write down who won this match for some weird reason. I'm pretty sure it was the Lucha Brothers. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what the finisher is right offhand, but they hit their little tandem finisher and they ended up beating the OGs. Which I don't know. Like it felt like they were trying to keep the OGs strong for so long, and now like they lose to the Lucha Brothers, which doesn't make them weak by any means because the Lucha Brothers are a good team, but still, it's kind of a weird dynamic to have them lose in this one. I didn't think the Lucha Brothers had anything to lose from losing this match, but I hope they push them to the tag team titles because they should. Because I love the Lucha Brothers as a team. I think they're good. The tandem offense is good. They give you everything you need in a tag team. I feel like. Casey, thoughts on the Lucha Brothers versus the OGs?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I definitely agree. I would keep them in a tag team, in the tag team division, to not only eventually give them the titles, because I think that would help a lot with them and it would help Impact in general, but it'll help the tag team division that's kind of weak right now. But then also, and we've talked about this in the past, not just for Impact, but for promotions in general. I would also allow them, to have singles matches too, because it feels like anymore in professional wrestling, if you're in a tag team match, that's all you ever do. You only have tag team matches. You never have singles matches. You never have, side feuds or anything like that. And we used to have that a lot, but I would allow them to do that because I would still love to see, Pentagon and singles matches. I'd love to see Phoenix in singles matches, but also have them in the tag team division. I definitely agree with the OGs. I've always loved Hernandez. He just has this I guess swagger to him that he's just this confidence and everything, and he's just good. He's good. But I don't know. I feel like it could have gone either way. Either team could have won, and it really wouldn't have hurt the others. But then again, I'm not really sure what they're doing with the OGs. Like, are they still in a feud with LAX? Like, what is going on here? I don't know. It's so confusing. I've been lost for weeks, but definitely a good match to open the show. I liked it.
I'm still, before we get to Rabbit's point, I'm still, and you guys can piggyback on this if you want to, if you have any thoughts on this particular point I'm about to make, but I'm still wondering, like, what's wrong with the depth in these divisions? Because if Impact decided that they were going to step away from signing the bigger names, obviously there's some here and there, but they were going to kind of step away from the bigger max contracts and try to sign some guys that we didn't know and do like we talked about before, this little boot that they've done. I feel like the weird part about it is it hasn't helped the divisions any. And half of that's probably booking, but a little bit of that too is like they don't. A lot of it's that they don't sign anybody to keep. They sign them, bring them in for a couple of weeks. They look good for a couple of weeks, and then they get rid of them. I mean, like, think about when the kind of the reboot first started. We had we had Garza Jr. and Laredo Kid was there, and then at one point Laredo Kid disappeared and Garza Jr. was just there. And then it happened, like it was like, and then it flipped and Laredo Kid was just there and Garza Jr. was gone. Like it feels to me like it doesn't make sense to me that you can lessen the amount you're spending on talent and not put that money into anything else.
I think, and I don't know 100%. I haven't looked into this, but with like guys like Garza Jr., Laredo Kid, who I believe wrestle in AAA, it could be like a talent exchange thing. A lot of promotions will do that if they're working with another promotion. They'll do like a talent exchange for, you know, you take a couple of our guys for a few shows. We'll take a couple of your guys for a few shows. It could have been something like that to where they had like a talent exchange for a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't looked into it.
It's almost like though, what does that help? And I understand like it gets those guys out there in front of, in front of the Pop TV crowd, in front of the Impact crowd. It's kind of a tryout type of thing for them as well. But like as far as like in the grand scheme of things, like what is, and just in scheme of things, like what does that help though? Like as far as like at the end of the day, you still have a 2-team tag team title picture. You have like a 4-women knockouts division. And I know Josh Matthews is paid to say these things, but you can't say that the tag team division is flourishing and the knockout. He said it tonight. The knockout. Oh my goodness! Look at the knockouts division. He can only name 4 people because that's probably all they have.
I mean, again, it's Impact. Just I feel like not paying attention to the fact that they have weak divisions. They're just trying to, bring these guys in and see, okay, do we want to keep them? Do we want to, so I mean, it's good on both sides. Like Impact's getting a chance to see, if these guys are good for the company, if, the fans react to them well. These guys are also, the wrestlers are also getting a chance to wrestle on Impact. It's almost like, if you get a chance to wrestle like a dark match on WWE or, a jobber match on WWE, yeah, it's a one-off thing, but you're getting a chance to show yourself to, maybe they might bring you back, kind of a thing. So it doesn't excuse Impacts for, not caring about the fact that their divisions are weak, but it does help both sides in a way.
Yeah. Alrighty, Rabbit.
First, they pay. You tell me they paying less on talent. Stuff like that doesn't even matter, man. Most of these people wrestle the same amount of time, been professionals the same amount of time. To me,
no, I'm just saying. I'm saying more so they should have more of a budget for talent because they're not paying Kurt Angle and Sting and like these bigger names, Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not paying these guys who are eating up most of the budget because they're just big names.
But like I always said, you don't really have to pay that much money for a wrestler, man. I don't care unless they come in with a name recognition. You know what I'm saying? If other than that, you don't have to pay anybody anything, a whole bunch of money because they all been wrestling the same amount of time. They all have about the same amount of skills, and they all the same. You know what I'm saying? If you put them in a situation where they can flourish, they all gonna flourish. You know what I'm saying? The writing is booking is right. Put anybody on the roster, man. You can make it work. Period. And the women's division is a little shaky, man. But yeah, you're right. Because once you get used to somebody, you don't see them no more for months and months. You don't know if they still on the roster or not no more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right. Other than Blanchard and Hogan, but I like
and
the little
even them, like they ain't even like they're like a product of the environment. They haven't necessarily been there long. They just they're the ones that's left. Like I mean, we think about it, if we look back at like a year ago. I mean, it's completely different. You know what I'm saying? It's just the women's division, just as we were just talking about, it's completely different. You had Sienna. Gail Kim was still there. Angelina Love was still in there in the fold at times. Like Madison Rain was still in the fold. Like that's completely different than what's happening now.
That's why I always said you gotta have some talent on your roster that's veterans, like you just named the beautiful people, all three of them, except for Trash Velvet. Other than that, rest of them they talented and they veterans, man. They got to be on the roster. There's no need not to have those people on the roster, you know, especially compared to what you have now with people just learning on the go. You know what I'm saying? But when you pay less for talent, you still get hungry people. You know what I'm saying? So like a Telly, like Blanchard, you know what I'm saying? You might get a diamond out of that. You know what I'm saying? And you got Moose. You got people that you're paying less for, but they talented. You just got to book them right. You know, you got little pieces. You got Hogan, Kara Hogan. You got a lot of pieces out there. You got Cage. I don't like him, but you can do things with him. You know what I'm saying? If the booking is right, he don't need the belt, but that's something different. You know what I'm saying? But the roster itself is just diluted so much that the continuity is so flipped around that it's just not, like you said, when you're watching it, like the storylines are so all over the place, it's just, you can't follow it. You know what I'm saying? So when you're trying to follow it, the people you follow, not there no more. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to follow the product.
And it's like sometimes you need to take what you got, make good storylines out of it, and you know, eventually, obviously, you're gonna sign new people. But because I think, like, you know, and I talk about the issue with depth, but to a certain degree, isn't a lot of these people that we're seeing now, we haven't even seen storylines with them against the same people anymore because it's like a completely different roster than it was. So I almost feel like you said, the continuity is off. Where, you know, I mean, we hadn't really seen Eddie Edwards versus Moose before. But because they were always friends, they were always together, you know, as a face duo. But you know, now we're seeing that, but at the same time, it's so wishy-washy that it's like, you know,
it's weird because, like, at least with like the two big main North American companies, Impact and WWE, I won't say New Japan because New Japan is usually pretty good with their divisions and keeping everything, you know, consistency. But like you look at you look at Impact, and we always complain that we don't see these people enough, you know. And then there's WWE where we see the same people week after week after week, and there needs to be almost a like medium between those, where like you're not going to see, you know, the same people every week, but you see them at least every other week or every 2 weeks, just so like everyone gets, you know, camera time, gets in-ring time, and you're not oversaturating your fans with the same wrestlers over and over again, like we see a lot on like Raw and SmackDown. And, you know, the younger guys or the, you know, mid-carders don't get as much, you know, camera time, which then isn't helping them to eventually get to that main event spot because they're not getting that time to develop.
All right. I agree as we move on to Katarina versus Jordynne Grace. When Katarina came out there, I can't explain to you how upset I was. Because I wasn't even thinking she was going to job to Jordynne Grace. I just thought they was going to throw some random match out here at this supposedly pay-per-view type thing. But after she went against Jordynne Grace, I was kind of okay with it. I was, as I was watching this match, or like this was like before I even really got into it. I was like, you would have think they would have gotten a more of a jobber for, or no, not necessarily more of a jobber. You would have think they would have gotten a better opponent for Jordynne Grace, and then Jordynne Grace got absolutely killed till like the bear hug at the end. Like that was it, you know, like that was all she did pretty much this entire match, and I was like, well okay. I still, you know, I'm still like, I don't hate jobber matches by any means, but I don't like that everybody gets jobber matches. Like, I don't think jobber matches are for everybody. I think jobber matches are for certain people. Jobber matches help, especially like the beast, and I get it. She's kind of the stronger type of a knockout. But at the same time, I think you can put somebody out there, showcase both of the competitive skills, and still push one of them. Like we great to me. I don't. I'm just tired of the same old this is how we introduce new people. This is how we introduce new people. Kind of like you were talking about it, like when you're seeing the same people over and over again, you get kind of bored of it. Well, I get kind of bored of seeing the same people introduced the same way every single time. Just me. Casey, thoughts on Jordynne Grace's victory over Katarina?
I was very excited for Jordynne Grace to debut in Impact. I've been a big fan of her for a while now. But again, with the jobber matches are good when you do them right, when you place them right, and when it makes sense. This did not make any sense to me. You're not going to have like trying to think of a good example. You're not going to have like Brian Cage job to Eddie Edwards. It just wouldn't make sense. And I feel like that was kind of the same here. Why would you have Katarina job to Jordynne Grace, who is obviously the more powerful one, and let's be honest, the more athletic and better in the ring? I mean, I've seen a lot more of her than probably you guys have, but just from like seeing the size difference, it doesn't make sense. It just, that's what I didn't like about it. But I am happy that she's in Impact, and that'll hopefully help the Knockouts division a little bit with the depth and stuff. But it didn't make sense at all.
Well, and like and thinking about kind of different ways to introduce her, you could always have her kind of upset somebody. And what I mean by that is be in a match with, Tessa Blanchard didn't have a match, and she calls out, she's making her debut and she wants to make a name for herself, so she calls out the heel champion, beats the heel champion, not for the title, and non-title obviously. And then that starts something with them, not necessarily immediately, but like that could be something they could use to like build her, like, oh, she beat the champion, like, she's a big deal. But I don't know, maybe.
Anyway. Yeah, but Kat's not even a champion. Like, she's
yeah, true. Katarina ain't even had but 2 matches since she came back. Rabbit.
Katarina, well, to be honest with you, she nice. She's always nice back in the day when she was with the Beautiful People. And this match right here was kind of, I like her, man. She had to step through DDT out the ring, in the ring. Even though Grace was stronger, this to me, I don't see Jobber match in it, to be honest with you, because what's her name, when she was with the Beautiful People, she was nice, man. She just ain't got a chance to showcase her stuff lately in Impact, but she nice once she get the flume, you know what I'm saying? So I think reality, they should have a little feud with these two, to be honest with you, because Katarina, man, I'm telling you, once she starts getting in, she's nice. I like her, man. So that will be a nice match. I like the little step through DDT she did. And Grace has some nice clubs, but the bed hug, man, it's like, no. We can't do that. That cannot be a finisher. No. Even Hulk Hogan stopped doing that. That was his finish. He stopped that years ago, because you can't do that. Especially if you ain't worked on the back. She did no work on the back. It was no Boston, nothing. Nothing on the back work. And just straight bed hug, and that's it. No, you can't. No, that's not. Whoever wrote that and booked that ain't make no sense in that.
Well, I get that it was supposed to upplay her strength, like how strong she is.
Terrible.
I
can't do that.
I kind of
looking at the whole match too. No,
I kind of agree there. I think you can still definitely do a bear hug in a finish in a match with a more powerful opponent on a smaller opponent. But like Rabbit said, it has to make sense. You have to work on the back, work on the ribs, break them down. It's kind of like, if you're working on somebody's knee in a match, or it's sort of the opposite. If you're working on somebody's knee the whole match, and then after the match they get up and no sell it, it doesn't make sense. You should sell that injury. Same with this. You got to sell that you worked on the back, you worked on the ribs, and now you're using all your power to give that bear hug, and they just can't go anymore. I would have been okay with it if they did that, but just that she just went right into the bear hug. Yes, she's powerful. Yes, she's a lot stronger. Still didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, well, and I wasn't saying I like the finish by any means because I watched it and I was like, ugh. But I was just saying I see what they were trying to do. They just didn't execute it well.
At all. But like I said, Catalina, she is nice. If she get in the ring and they book it right, it could be a good match it can be a good one-on-one series between these two. But I want to touch on the OG's joint because I ain't never get a chance to touch on that match. But Hernandez, when he went over the top, man, without touching the rope or none of that, just went flying over the top. I know when he was in the air, he was like, "What'd I just do?" Yeah, he went flying. I don't remember him doing. He used to do that way back.
He used to do it because I remember when I was younger, I did it. I remember when I was young, I did it, and I broke my arm doing it. I mean, I did, but it was a good moment though.
You trying to do the Superman Hernandez?
I was trying to do it, man.
No, but I gotta give credit to the brothers. I don't know why they changed the bros. That sounds kind of funny. It sounds like a circus when you do that. But either way, them together as a combination is better than them being single. Because once they single, they try too hard to do too much. If you can understand what I'm saying, they do too much in a small amount of time. But when they're in a tag team, they flow better. You know, if you watch them in a match tag team, they flow better with their moves, rather than when they single, when they keep trying to stop and do all this extra stuff. When it's them together, I like that flow. I like that combos. I like this the body flip scissor joint they did at the end for the finisher. I like that right there. That was pretty. See that right there in the middle at the end, it's nice. Not stopping, running around and all that. That don't work. But it's good combos. I like those two and the combo moves they had. It was nice. These are.
All right, moving on to Cage, who went to Ohio to try to find Sami Callihan. He brought the X Division Championship with him. He was met by the Chris brothers on the outside of the arena. I love when he long darted one of them into the truck. That was funny. I thought that was like, well, dang. Well, all right then, we'll get him. And then Callihan, he goes to the ring, calls out Callihan. Callihan comes out and knocks him out with the title. While he was being like, it was like a scene from like a movie. It was like he was being held down by like everybody. That was pretty interesting. I like that kind of showing off how big and strong Cage is. I like that. We also had in this little section, I mean, basically it was Sami Callihan standing strong, and I'm glad. I know this was a match, but I'm glad that Callihan didn't win it here. I think if he's going to win the title, he needs to win in the Impact Zone. I just think it just gives it a little bit more. But we had the followed by KM segment with they want to be on the talent search. I like the little talent search little segments they did. The little like the little videos and stuff, that was pretty funny. It kind of brought you back to like when they would do like when WWE would do Tough Enough, like the little the Diva Search, or they do like Tough Enough and they'd show the videos on TV. I always liked that. I always thought that was funny. But you know, I like Falaba in this segment. He was hilarious with the moves, with the moves and such. And then Scarlett said that they was gonna go to Vegas. She mentioned something about strip poker, and I love like it's just like certain words that they be like, huh? Like wait a minute, like it's like they ain't really all the way there. But certain words they be like, yeah, that sounds good to me. Both him and KM. But I thought this was funny. I liked it. Falaba's reaction was just ridiculous. And then when Scarlett pushed him down, he just like died. I thought this was funny. I don't know where exactly it's going, and I wonder what this talent search thing is going to be. It's probably going to be Hornswoggle. He probably going to win. But anyway, Casey, thoughts on Falaba and KM and or the Cage and Callahan segment in Rockstar Pro?
I like the Callahan Cage segment. I feel like I'm the only one on this show who likes it when they go to other promotions. Because
I mean, I like it. I just didn't want it to go to. I just didn't want to win the title in other promotions.
Oh, okay. Because I care about other promotions too, and that's one thing I love about Impact is they do work with other promotions, which the big company doesn't really do that. Well, they do, but I definitely liked it. The only thing during the actual match and like the segment in ring, I was too distracted with all the other indie guys because there was a couple of them. I was like, I know that guy. Where do I know him from? My ADD kicked in, but I liked it. I definitely like the that they showed Cage's power, even though we already know Cage's.
I mean, power. You can look at the man and be like, I mean, he can live.
You can look at that man and you look, okay. I mean, he's skipping leg day, but okay. But yeah, I liked it, and then. I love Falaba. This man, just like he ain't even got to wrestle no more. Just put him. I'm happy. Just put him in segments, and I'm a happy man.
All right, Rabbit thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, Cage came a long way. This is another product that came in. First time he came in, I think it was on Impact when they was doing that thing Hogan was doing in the gut check, yeah. And he came a long way since then. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give him credit on that. He had a nice doubles German suplex. Then all of them jumped off the top rope on top of him. He suplexed all of them. That was nice. But this whole thing was just it was too cluttered. It was just too much. What was going on? You know what I'm saying? So it was just too many people just coming from under the stage, over the ropes, over just everywhere. It's just people coming from everywhere out the crowd. It was nonsense, chaos. I ain't get it. And then at the end, I like when he be like thumbs up, thumbs down, and then he do the power driver. I like that. That was nice. I like that. But it's just too many people that you don't know that was never an Impact. And it's like, who are you? What is this? They just flying around. Nice off the top rope swanton by one of them. I don't know who it was, but it was so many people you can't tell who was going on, who was what. But it was pretty. Well, whoever did that. But it was just too much going on. It was too many people. Cage, I like your development though. I like how far you came. You're not nowhere near the beast, the monster. I can't say the rest. You're nowhere near that. But you came a long way. I like your development, but you don't need that belt no more at all. You're not a belt holder. Your belt, you should be chasing belts. That's it. Just all your rest of your career, just chase belts. That's it. Callahan will be a perfect heel champion, dog. It just bottom line, it spills out of him. He has to be a heel champion.
Is it because he's by Ohio for Ohio and he's taking over everything? Everything.
That's one thing that confuses me. If you watch them do that in their promos and segments, I think it was last week or the week before, Dave, like before they do that, he looks all upset with them and like, I don't want to do this, guys. And then as soon as they do the everything, he's all in it, and I'm like, what? Just like, bruh, I don't want to do this no more. And now you like everything.
Everything. I mean, that's how I get to. I'm like, you know, this promo pretty good. Everything, like, you know, that's me. That's me. Rap,
So
did you have any additional thoughts?
Did he lose the belt on that?
Huh?
Did he lose the belt on that?
I don't think so.
All right.
I think he defended it, but I think it was just a DQ.
All right.
Moving on, we got Moose versus Eddie Edwards. I know this is Rabbit's favorite character, Eddie Edwards, ever. You know, and I know the outfit game for Moose is Casey's favorite thing. You know, so
Follow with my Baba.
Oh, did you want to talk about Follow with my Baba?
I forgot. But him and Katie, like I said, they need to be off the screen. But as long as they're not wrestling, like my man said, I like this. It's funny. All this is funny. Keep them backstage. I'm cool with that. DJ?
You know, if you ain't following Scarlett Bordeaux on Instagram, shame on you. I'm just saying, shame on you. Secondly,
and follow this lady too.
If I follow
I ain't know who this was yet.
I care.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know that? That's what's up.
Oh, I know. I know Kiara when I see it. Anyway.
You know?
Why we ain't following Jordan Grace? Have you seen Jordan Grace?
I'm following Jordan Grace. I stays following Jordan.
Hey, I'm gonna have to follow Jordan Grace.
Yes.
Moving on. I feel like she too swollen for me though. She just like the muscles too big, bro. Like I ain't there yet. I ain't there, man. I ain't there.
The calf muscles, y'all.
you intimidated by the ladies?
I'm intimidated, man. I'm intimidated. Moose versus Eddie Edwards. You know, I like Moose's new theme. I mean, it's not really new anymore, but I like it because I haven't heard it too much, but I've heard it a couple times, and I like it. I still sing Eddie Edwards' theme, and I don't even know the words, but I sing it though when he come out. Cause I don't know the words, I'm making up stuff, but dang on it, I like it. You know, so battle of the good themes that I like. But I love Eddie, and both of them really did this in the match. But Eddie started it with the using people stuff, the buckets and the beers and all that. I thought that was fun. That was something we don't always see. I feel like, and I like it when they kind of bring that back. I remember when they had that in one of the games that was one of the SmackDown games was featuring ECW. You just steal weapons from the crowd. I always thought that was fun. Bruh, that powerbomb on the stage though. Oh my god! Come on, no, don't do the man. No, that. Oh, come on, man. No. Moose would end up winning, but no, come on, the man back. No, come on, like no. You know, I do not condone violence against women, but in wrestling, I condone it. Okay, in wrestling, I condone it. I need Alicia to be powerbombed somewhere. This needs to happen. This must happen. Like she's too in everything for Moose to not take the low road for me. Personally. Like I feel like he has to. Like I mean, and I'm sorry, I hate to go back to the Attitude Era, but they got it. The Attitude Era would have done it. The Stone Cold would have done it. The Rock would have done it. Kane would have done it. Bubba would have done it. Bully would have done it. Dang it, he ain't even in the Attitude Era. Bully didn't even alone. Come on, man. Come on. We need this to happen. Like, these are the things that'll leave you like, I need these things. I need some. I need them. Come on now. I need this. I need this to happen. And then, you know, the news is going to be like, you know, wrestling is condoning violence against women. I'd be like, so it's real now? I'm just saying, because y'all don't come to us till y'all got an issue. Anyway, Casey, thoughts on Moose versus Eddie Edwards, where Moose won and he powerbombed that man on the stage like it was the mat. Like he was cool with it.
First of all, use their full names: Moose Moosington and Edward Edwards. You know, I almost can't with this because first of all, I love Eddie. I do. I don't care what they do with him. I love his character. I love it. I still don't understand what they doing with Moose.
I don't either because we saw him come out with the ladies. He came out with the ladies before. And then tonight, he came out like regular, just, I'm mad Moose. I'm like, what?
Like, and then with the clothes, like, what are you doing with it, man? Like,
no, that's the good part. That's the swag. He's throwing off the swagoo,
That ain't swag. Not, no, no.
Swagoo?
No, that is terrible. Terrible. That's terrible.
Wrestling.
Yeah, I zoned out on this match because.
But did you see the power bomb though?
I did see the power. That probably hurt. I feel like
just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Rabbit, thoughts?
Of course, you already know how much I like Moose, man. Big, athletic. And I can't stand Eddie Edwards' character at all. It's gone nowhere. It's not him. It don't fit him. But when it comes to wrestling, he's a cold beast. Moose a beast. And the second time of this year, this is going to be a look it up alert. Look this match up, man. It was physical, intense. Man, you talking the power bomb over the top rope, out over the dog. Over the top rope slam, made his wife come running out there. It was so nasty. You know?
I mean, they could use power bomb onto some fans and the fans can fall over. Like, come on. My fault.
Straight out over the top rope. Nasty. Then Moose hit him with the joint with his chin up under the bottom of the ring. Nasty. Then Edwards, I gotta give him credit on this match right here, man. He had a nasty belly to belly on the outside, picked up Moose and threw him almost out of the ring. Nasty belly to belly. Then he had a nasty tiger driver that was just looked like he put Moose in the mat. You know what I'm saying? Thunder bomb all over the place. This match was nasty because Moose was just the standing drop kick, man. When he's 6'9", the standing drop kick, it looked like he's just coming out the rafters, and he's just standing and did it. Nasty. Top rope sit out power bomb. Vicious. It was no way Eddie Edwards was supposed to get up from that at all. I'm talking about top rope sit out power bomb. Almost put him through the mat, you know. Just vicious match. Nasty chop exchange, dog. Look this match up. Look it up alert. Nasty chop exchange, dog, in the middle of the ring. Nasty. Eddie Edwards held his own with the big man, too, with them chops. Nasty. This match right here had a nice flow. It was intense, physical, no botching. This was a nice match. Look it up alert. Watch this match, man. This match was nasty. DJ?
I'm sorry, we got to go to this match, to this segment. Allie, and Kiera Hogan, you know, and not the one we saw on the thing. We saw she had the tights on there. You know, what is this? James Mitchell came up there. He was talking about something or another, and you know, what is this? Stop it. I don't want this. I don't want none of this. None of this is happening. I want Rosemary to just come back. Su Yung can, I don't know. I don't like this, man. It's weird. It don't make sense. And James is in there now, but Abyss is around somewhere. And Casey, I ain't got no words for this. She took the hands and stuff. And Su Young appeared and she put both her hands in there. And I don't know what this is, man. The kid was like, don't go, don't do it, no. Well, not like that. But she was like, no, don't do it. But Casey, explain these things.
I looked up and I saw James Mitchell on my TV, which normally is a good thing because I like James Mitchell. He was one of my favorite managers. He was good, you know. And then they put him in this. Like, James, are you desperate for money? Like, cause bro, we can set up a GoFundMe for you, bro. You ain't got to do. What the hell are they doing? I don't get it. Stop with the supernatural, demonic, dimensional. What the hell is this? I like all of these people. Stop doing this to them. Stop it. You go from like a serious wrestling show to this. Back to a serious wrestling show. Like, what?
Rabbit, can you explain what we watched on the screen here?
First of all, I like this shit right now.
Oh my goodness.
I like the fact that I like Mitchell. So if you listen to what they were saying in the joint, first she owed him something. Something happened where she owed him, right? So when Younger come back, I like this whole joint because when Kiara walked up, she was like, what are you doing? Younger just had a blank stare at her. And then my man Mitchell was like, you owe me. Let me help you bring the inner demon out. Hey, man. He reminded me back in the day, man. He was funny on this joint, yeah. He's funny. He better on this joint with the bald head. He a different character, but he got the same aura. You know what I'm saying? He's still talking the same. You know what I'm saying? He was talking to her straight like, look, you owe me, and just let me help you bring the inner demon out. You know what I'm saying? So I like this because what it's doing is changing the character of Ali. I mean, what's her name? It's changing Ali to something else. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like the whole thing. You know? I like when my girl walked up and it was like, what are you doing? You know? And Younger just stared at her and walked away with in her hands. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I like the whole joint because now you got something where I want to see what you're talking about next week. You know, what the hell just happened? You know what I'm saying? So I liked it. I liked it. It was just a small segment where everybody hit the numbers on point, didn't botch nothing. And then my man was in the middle of it, Mitchell. I like the whole joint, yeah, because it just reminded me of back in the day when he was back there with Biff. And it looked like he's stirring up something here. You know what I'm saying? That's what made it intriguing to me. That's what did it. You know what I'm saying? DJ.
Somebody get that man. Somebody get that man. Moving on. Eli Drake comes out and he cuts promo about his little, lawsuit. He had Joseph Park with him. And they wasting precious time with my boy Eli Drake. Dang it. Anyway, back to this segment. Came out with Joseph Park, and Joseph Park was telling him about what he was suing for. He was trying to explain, and Joseph Park said we got a couple of other people that's gonna be in the lawsuit, and he got hit with the low blow. Right between the uprights. Right in there. Right in there. We got him. And the Abyss comment was funny. I thought it was funny because Eli Drake's reaction was hilarious. You know, I love that man so much. But Park calls out the others and gets low blowed and gets beat up and gets beat down. And basically, it was a whole plea to get revenge on Abyss, which I like that part. At least that part made sense. I just they could be doing so much more with Eli Drake. Okay, they do. I mean, they could. I want the Grand Championship back. I want the Global Championship back. I want the whatever the Legends Championship back. I want the TV Championship back. Okay, I want it back. I want the TV Legends Global Championship of the World and Grand back. Okay, and I want Eli Drake to have it.
The Grand Television King of the, I don't even know.
King of the Mountain for the Legends champion. Yes, yeah, that one. Yeah, we need that. We need that back. You know, we need it back. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I'm glad it had like a meaning to it, but they're wasting time with Eli Drake because they're dummies. Yeah, Casey.
Yeah.
On this here. It was funny though. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed a little bit.
This is a waste of time. Park have so much more important things to do. They are a busy law firm. You know how many people sue department stores and retail chains this time of year? They could be dealing with that. But
you know, Casey, I think too, you know, he still got to look for his cousin too, because he's somewhere dead.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I feel like, you know, I feel like we see him somewhere, but like I can't picture where we keep seeing him. Like, oh man, it's I don't know. Maybe they'll find him one day.
All right, Rabbit, thoughts on this here?
The joint was funny though. Other than my man, you know, I say Abyss one of the top talented big man in the industry. Period. Right? He can do everything. He can get on the mic, do anything. And when my man said, "I'm suing the TNA, I ain't wrestling no more," this is my representative for poor working conditions. So my man get on the mic. Pocket Pox, he get on the mic and say, right, this is poor working conditions in here, just like the match with the OGs. It was just terrible. The table broke. It was terrible condition. You remember that time, Eli, when the bitch put you through the table? I almost thought you died that night. Hey man, Eli Drake was heated, man. That's what was funny. I like this guy, yeah. He's like, man, you almost died that night, man. I thought he killed you. But that was I like that joint, yeah. DJ.
Yeah, that was the part I liked too. But anyway, moving on. Killer Kross versus Johnny Impact for the Impact World Championship. You know, Johnny Impact did an interview. It was a little bit less awkward tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was not as bad as typical Johnny Impact. You know, that time on Survivor helped him out, I'm telling you. But anyway, this was a good match. It was. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because I love Killer Kross's power game. Like, I really do. Like, I like watching Killer Kross do his power stuff. Like he has so many different variations of certain things and suplexes and you know power moves. I think he does a good job. I like it a lot. Now, Johnny, you ain't supposed to let your feet hit the ground before you hit Countdown to Impact. I'm just saying, you ain't supposed to do that, Johnny. Johnny, you can't be letting your feet hit the ground. And that's like somebody doing a front flip and then falling down. Nah, come on now. Come on now. When you do a moonsault, you don't hit your feet, then fall backwards. Come on now. You don't do that. You don't do that. Come on now. Come on, Johnny. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know what happened there. I think he had a little too much speed going on, a little too much speed. But that the gut wrench suplex into the gut wrench powerbomb was amazing. I love that. I thought that was good. That's always get the trio gut wrench suplexes on my guy, but for WWE 2K. So you know, I always love the gut wrench suplexes. You know, I think he gotta incorporate that Tiger Bomb though. He gotta incorporate that Tiger Bomb, and Killer Kross will be my boy. Killer Cross will be my boy. You know. But I thought this was a pretty good match though. Obviously, Johnny Impact won with Starship Pain, but still, it felt like for whatever reason, it felt like when the match ended, it wasn't supposed to. Like it felt like there was something missing. There was something missing from the ending. Like I feel like you should have to kill Killer Cross to beat him. Like legit, like kill that man, murderous. Murderous. You should have to like hurt that man real bad with the reals bads. Because I feel like he like that type of dude where like he ain't going down till you kill him, till you cause get it Killer Cross. Killer. You gotta kill him. Anyway, I like Killer Cross though. He growing on me. Like before I was like, this man sucks. He's terrible. Like I'm liking this man a little more now. Now that we seeing a little bit more of him, we seeing some development. We seeing him in the ring. Like I'm liking this man now. I'm getting behind it here. I'm getting behind it here. If he don't get a title run, I'm gonna be real mad. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real mad because like he should get one because. But I'm liking Johnny Impact as champion right now. I think he's doing a pretty good job. He's doing a pretty good job. He's doing a pretty good job. He's got the look. He's got like the 8 abdomens on him. He's got the 8 of them. So he got the look. He got the hair. He got the slow motion entrance. That I do every time I get out of the shower. Every time I be like, I ain't even got the hair for it. Dang on, I'm growing it out. I'm growing it out. But anyway, Casey, thoughts on Killer Cross versus Johnny Impact for the Impact World Championship of the world.
I don't think abdomen work. I don't feel like that.
We got the abdomens. 8 of them.
You got the ab muscles, but you ain't got 8 abdomen.
He's got 8 of them. 8 abdomens. 8.
Okay. Whatever. I definitely I like this match. I do. I love it. I didn't expect Killer Cross to win quite yet. I think he's definitely going to win the title. He's just not quite there yet. They got to do a little bit more work with him, a little bit more building him up. And then I could definitely see him winning the title. I don't know how long they would keep it on him, but he would definitely be a good heel champion. And a heel champion that we haven't seen a lot of. I feel like the past couple of champions we are really established, like we really know them. Whereas I feel like we're due for a kind of newer champion that we don't really know that much about. But I definitely like this match. I hope they have another ones where DJ doesn't yell at everybody for every little mistake because he ain't never been in the ring before. So
I'm just saying, you can't be landing on your feet, bro. I'm just saying, he like me when I try to do that move. If I try to do that move, that's what I would do. I would land on my feet and then fall forward. I probably wouldn't even flip. I probably land on my head. Let's be honest. I'd probably be on my head dead, just laying there, okay. Somebody go help me or not. Rabbit, you got any thoughts on the main event of the evening?
Yeah, like you said, I think he had the belt that long. So right now he's not dropping it, put it like that. He haven't had it long enough for me to say he's doing something good with it. But it's not being dropped. He got a nice grip under the cut right here. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to knock it out for the fumble right now. You know what I'm saying? That's where he at right now. But other than that, this match right here was good. I like this match. It was a decent match. You know what I'm saying? Johnny had nice power drivers. Top rope spinning elbow. That's pretty. I like that joint. Even though he botched the Hurricane, I just can't stand botching, man. That's one thing. He doing too much. He needs to slow down a little bit. The botching thing was a problem. But he got nice, slick moves, though, man. The double stomp on the floor was pretty. Almost knocked my man head off his shoulders. But Double K, man, nice Boston Crab. Like I said from the beginning, I like him from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? The Boston Crab, the power bomb that was nasty. You know what I'm saying? He was screaming out, "You stupid bastard!" every time he power bombed that. But he had a nice torture rack where he carried him from the outside ramp all the way into the ring. Torture rack slam. nasty. It was pretty. I like that joint, man. There was a decent match right here, nice flow, and I'm gonna like what so far I want to see Johnny more on the mic, but this feud right here I would like to see more. I like to see these two go more. Like I said, you don't need, like I said earlier, you don't need a whole bunch of high priced talent to put on a entertaining wrestling show. You know what I'm saying? You just need hungry people, first of all, and then nice writing and booking. You'll have it. You'll have it every time. Like now, if you just keep these two in a feud, it'd be a nice feud for a couple of weeks, nice matches. Then you put Eddie Edwards and Moose in a feud for a couple of weeks, nice. You know what I'm saying? So they got with the build off, but they keep throwing the chessboard around where you can't. They're not trying to fix anything and make it stick. That's the problem, DJ.
I just said Casey had exclusive footage of Johnny Impact. You know, exclusive. You know that Impact Wrestling exclusive. You know, right off the Twitter page, right off the Instagram. Yeah. Every time I think of Johnny Impact, I always think of that parkour from The Office. Every time.
Parkour.
Oh god. But anyway, moving on. We gonna sign off for now. We hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to give us a like and subscribe as well. If you haven't already, be sure to do that. Follow us on Twitter at ICW_podcast. Like the Facebook page, facebook.com/ICW podcast. Other than that, we'll see you guys next time. Got other videos coming up. In case you got something to say, I don't know what it is.
And be sure to go check out Johnny Impact's parkour training facility. Brand new. He's going to teach you how to do all the parkours. You know.
Just search parkour on your gift keyboard and you'll find it. You know, you'll find it plenty of time. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.